Hello and welcome from Silverstone for the first round of Season 2 of the VBTCR Championship. After a truly epic first season, we are back, and what better way to kick things off here at arguably the home of motorsport, Silverstone. I am Tim Cox, we've got Shane Dunn on the production alongside me, coming to you from the VBTCR Broadcast Centre. Now, during the course of the 5-round season, we'll be heading to, of course, Silverstone, Donington, Oulton Park and Knockhill, with round 4 being voted for by the drivers and fans of the series. So that could throw up some interesting track potentially. Since the start of season 1, we've seen many changes to the touring car offering in iRacing. Of course, midway through last season, we saw the addition of the Hyundai Elantra and the Honda Civic Type R, which really added variety to the field, but also increased the popularity of touring cars as a whole within iRacing. Then, to add a little extra spice to the mix, just before the start of the season, we saw the addition of yet another car in the form of the iconic Hyundai Veloster. Of course, famed for its unique design of 2 passenger doors on one side of the car to make it family friendly, and one door on the driver's side to give the car a sporty coupe look. Now, last season we saw the Audis run rampant. However, what can the Hyundais and Hondas do to take the fight to the German manufacturer? Well, we're only minutes away from finding out who's going to take victory here today in the 2 races. Now let's talk about rule changes, and arguably the biggest change to the rule book between the seasons has come about regarding the starts. If there is a big incident on the first lap, the safety car will be called and we will have a second chance start to give the drivers, well, a second chance of getting away cleanly and keeping as many drivers in the fight as possible. Now this would have really changed things back last season, back at round 5. At Oulton Park, where we had a massive accident on the start line involving a majority of the field where one of the Audis failed to get away, and of course the tight, narrow nature of Oulton caused a massive pile-up. Now also there's the addition of the AM section of the championship, where the drivers who qualify for that category will be able to not only fight for points in the overall championship, but also the AM championship. You'll be able to spot them. They have a yellow little marker next to their position number on the timing tower left hand side of the screen, so keep an eye out for that. Now, of course, we've got the return of the reverse grid in race 2, which last season proved to really shake things up and provide some unexpected winners, but also some unexpected podium finishes as well. And I'm sure this season it's going to be exactly the same. Let's head trackside. We've got the German Perishek in Hyundai Veloster on pole, and he has got an absolutely blinding start. And Elliott and Hyundai, you see him just left floundering there off the start line, down what, some 3-4 positions there, down to 5th. Not the best of starts that he was hoping for in the championship, but Pearson, oh, it's a spinner with the Audis in the background there. Just caught up in the midfield section. It's Dan Thornton. Oh no, what a disastrous start for him. There's one of the Hyundai Velosters there just going a bit slow, and that's caught Pearson off guard in the Audi RS3. Sent sideways there on the exit of the loop. That's not going to do him any favours. He's down to 3rd after that absolutely blistering start from him. But Perishek, the German, leads from Anderson in the Honda, Pearson in the Audi. All 3 manufacturers in the podium positions overall, as we've got the perennial door banging going on. The fight for 3rd place. Tyre smoke in the background. Not too sure who that was. As we come through now, through the love fields, it's going to be tight. Here we go. Get ready for Cops for the first time this race and of the season. And we've got cars stacked up everywhere. Watch out for the Hondas. They're incredibly quick in a straight line. So we head down to Cops. And they're going to go 2 wide. The 2 Audis there of Neil and Van Olst fighting it out. And wow, they somehow make it through. You can see Jack Johns there. He's one to watch out for the season. The Honda Civic Type R. As we come through Maggots and Beckett's, and now on through Chapel onto the hangar straight and banging doors, and Johns really buffeted there and pushed wide, and now Van Olst is on the attack. You see him in that yellow Audi RS3, the Belgian driver trying to make a move on Jack Johnson. Drag race down hanger straight. Who's going to come out on top? Van Olst, he's on the inside line there. Surely this is going to be him up a couple of positions. Oh no, and Bailiff just losing it on corner entry, and that's killed off all his momentum. He's lost the place to Smith, and now Money, he's on the attack. Another one, the Honda's trying to make progress. There's Jack Mace there. And the rest of the times he's just a bit further down the field, but it's all happening. Standard touring car action here from Silverstone. Let's see, Jack Johnson right now, he has got Smith all over his rear bumper. So we head through turn 1 and down through Village and into the loop. It's named because it loops around this section. So you see Van Olst there, just trying to make his way past Johns. These two, a good fight last season. Well, it's kicked off yet again this season, straight into the fight between these two. And now Van Olst, he's under pressure from that looming Honda Civic Type R of Jack Johns as he pulls out of the slipstream, and surely this is going to hit him up a position, but Van Olst says no you don't. You're not having it that easy, as he fights back once more as we come through Luffield and out into Woodcote, and there's fights all over the field. It's hard to know where to look right now. There's Gibson, he's stuck in a right battle right now with Pearson all over his tail. Pearson, after that electric start, just falling down the order slightly, back down to 5th place right now. The Sapphire Simsport driver, he's got his teammate Barkley right behind him. And then El Neal, don't discredit him, he's an incredibly fast driver in 7th place right now. And that Audi RS3 making up this 4-car train from 4th to 7th. There's all Audis squabbling over who's going to be the highest position. Audi, oh, was Pearson just cutting off his teammate there? They nearly made contact. There's Isaac Bartley moving around there, trying to find a way past Pearson. He's not having any of it. We're going to see a lunge from Barkley up the inside here. He just has to back up, maybe a little bit of contact. Pearson getting really squirrely there on the entrance to Stowe. Neil just sitting back, watching the action unfold in front of him right now. So we've got Dunn here in the Hyundai Elantra. It's an alright nice spell here with Mace. Civic Type R driver, new fastest laps being set in these early stages. Elliott now holding that one. Hyundai leading from Honda, and then Hyundai making it a top 3 overall. So what's happening to Norris? He's headed to the pits as the driver. Not too sure what he's been caught up in. This guy leading in AM, he's 19th, 20th, Steele and Goodacre in top 3 in AM. So we head to our leader overall in the Hyundai Veloster. Both Velosters making up their Hyundais in the podium positions overall right now. And what has the Scandinavian driver Anderson got up his sleeve to take the fight to the German? We're on lap 3 out of 8 in race 1. Still everything very much to play for here. There's Barkley, he's on the attack, trying to find some grip round the outside there, and surely he's going to get it done into Luffield here. Apologies, that was Money, wasn't it? Just looked in that midfield battle. Johnson Money, just see if those two work together to now pull away from Matt Van Olst. Johnson's finally got a car between himself and Van Olst. Those two pretty much side by side for most of the opening laps in spectacular fashion as we look down for the VBTCR helicopter as we head through into the Maggots and Beckett's complex. Money on the attack, really swarming all over the back of Johns right now. He races for Positively Racing. This is Positively on the attack now. Can he find the way past down the hanger straight? Here we go, underneath the bridge. They race past. We look back from Johns right now to Money and the other Honda Civic Type R in this group of cars, and here comes Money up the inside into Stowe, and that's surely going to be the move done, but Johns is not having any of it. He fights back, and Van Olst wants a piece of the action as we come down in towards Club. Who's going to come out on top as we through this contact there? Van Olst just nudged wide, but he still remained right in the fight. And Barkley now tucked up right behind these guys. Barkley falling down the order. He was fighting with his teammate Pearson much higher up the grid. But there's hardly anything to separate this absolute gaggle of cars. So let's go 2 wide here through turn 1, and somehow Johns slots it through and shuts the door in Money's face. As we head through Farm Curve down into Village, Barkley making a lunge right round the outside. Is he going to find some pace round there? Oh no! Attack there, and Money has gone after an amazing start. He's all the way down to 14th now, and he's going to feel aggrieved by that one, surely. Half race distance now. Van Olst once again on the attack. This time, Barkley, his prey. Is he going to get the move done here up the inside? Yes, he is. And a bit of a nudge from behind from Barkley as they zip back in together. We've got Dandridge. He's climbed through the order, but is now right up behind them. And that Hyundai Veloster right on board with him right now. Can he find a way past? Come out onto the old start-finish straight. Up towards Cops. He tucks Alexis to tuck back in again, does Dandridge. Those two are battling. Bailiff. Oh, is there someone running very, very wide there? That was Mark McCabe. Running incredibly wide. No, apologies, wasn't it? That was Barkley, wasn't it? Really struggling during these opening stages is Isaac Barkley in the Audi RS3. Just slight mistakes cost you so dearly in this championship, and he could be on to lose yet another place. Money on the attack here, on the run down the hangers straight. He's going to have his work cut out. We know Barkley likes to defend hard. We've already seen that one. And Money electing just to tuck back in again. As far as up and down the field. Steele here in the Audi. Second place in AM. Just falling off the back of Sky, who's the leader in AM right now in 19th place. Garrity looking to make a way past him. Drivers wanting to accrue as many points as they can early on in the championship. Steele will be happy surely with a podium in AM. Hopefully won't feel quite as sweet as the victory as things stands at the moment the Sky will be taking. Through Abbey, through Farm Curve now. What has Garrity got up his sleeve? It's coming back in the Honda Civic Type R and back into the action. Up the inside, into Village. And it's a round loop. The Insignia driver surely going to have the move done there and cemented. This battle for 4th place between Pearson and Neil still rages on. Neil really just tucked up right behind Pearson. To come out of Luffield now through Woodcote. Are we going to see a move into turn? It was originally turn 1. Comps. For many, arguably the most iconic turn 1 in circuit, even motorsport, even though it's still not. It's now not turn 1. Of course, a lot of the Formula 1, a lot of the series still retain using the original start-finish straight as their main pit lane, rather than the new winged section. As you see, Shane Dunn here. Still tucked up behind Mace on the Honda. Dunn needs to be careful because Sky, our leader in AM, is now close right up onto the back of them as these two are still at it hard. Neil on the outside into Stowe, and surely this is going to be the move done, but Pearson fights back. He holds on for dear life on that inside line, but Neil holding on around the outside is going to give him the inside into Club here, and surely that is Neil now up into 4th place. 6 laps completed out of 8. Pearson still has plenty of opportunity to fight back. And you bet your bottom dollar he will be. Gibson just falling off the back of that little group right now. Well, that's been going on. Anderson has caught up to our leader. Only 4 tenths separating our top 2, but don't discredit Elliott in 3rd place. He's still well within a shout. And this we've seen from incidents like that one that happened to Money earlier on. One incident could cost you so dearly in this championship. Money just making his way past Barkley, getting up into 13th off camera as we look back from Perishek. The German still out in front and leading. Let's just see, wow. As much as Money had got past Barkley, Barkley trying to retain that position back from him. So he's going to struggle to do it there, around the outside. To Brooklands and then Luffield. It's Van Olst. Just fumbling off the back of Jack Johns now. 1.2 seconds the gap between those two. Van Olst feeling the pressure from Dandridge. His mirror's being filled by Dandridge's Hyundai Veloster. He's going to look up the inside into Cops. Can he get it done? No, he can't. But the momentum with those two are on the attack has been killed off because here comes Bailiff on the attack in the Honda. So we're going to have two wide into Max Beckett. This never normally works out too well, as they somehow all seem to slot in together one another and avoid each other in spectacular fashion. Dandridge looking to make another attempt as they come out onto the hanger straight. Here we go. The run down to Stowe. Who will come out on top? Place your bets now. Van Olst on the inside line. Don't discredit Bailiff. Is he going to follow Van Olst through? No, he elects just to back out of it. Dandridge stuck on the outside line looking for the cutback. But Van Olst has got it all fully covered up. It takes a lot to displace him as all. Dandridge just a bang in the back from Bailiff there. But while these guys have been squabbling over, here comes Mark McCabe as we've got three wide on the exit out of Luffield as we come through Woodcote. Once again, still three wide, and somehow they just about make it through. But here comes Coombe, and now Mumney is right back into the fight as well. An epic battle being played out here at Silverstone. All while that's happened, Van Olst has managed to get some breathing space. He's got a second over Bailiff, currently in 9th. So we come down on the brakes into the village and the loop. Who is going to come out on top? 2 laps is all that is remaining here in race 1 at Silverstone. And what was a three-way battle is now evolved into about a 7-way battle. Is talking of battles. Anderson, he's under pressure from Elliott. Anderson was, and Anderson's run wide, and surely that's going to give Elliott second place. And what is now going to be a 1-2 for Hyundai and both the Velosters on their debut in the championship. And Anderson, he wasn't too far behind our leader, Perishek. Just lost a bit of time out on track, and that's what gave Elliott the chance to pounce. And the Scandinavian driver now finds himself on that last podium position. Big gap between himself and Neil in 4th place. He's some 7.5 seconds further down the road. Can Elliott hold on to this second place? Anderson is certainly no slouch. Even the power of the straight line speed that Honda Civic Type R possesses. He's not going to find a way past there, down the hanging straight and into Stowe. I think surely this is going to be Elliott's place now. As we come through Vale, down into Club. Bouncing across the curb is Anderson, trying to take the shortest possible line. Elliott just maintaining that second place. The white flag flies here in race 1. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to hold on for Elliott. And likewise for Bailiff to hold on to that 9th place. An absolute massive train of cars now evolved behind him. Van Olst is positively checked out. He's 1.5 seconds up the road. It's the Belgium driver. As we head back up to this battle for second place. Elliott still holding on from Anderson. He's come out onto the Wellington Straight. Who has got the best exit out of entry? And on the run down to Brooklands. Let's find out, as Elliott's just going to hold on to it once more. Not long left for him to hold on, to keep hold of that second place and maintain that 1-2 for Hyundai here in race 1 of the season. I'll tell you what, he looks like he's catching Parachute, but it's going to be a little bit too late. This battle is surely all about, can Anderson find a way past to come out past the start-finish straight into Copse, then Maggots and Beckett's. Not long left, about half a lap for Elliott to hold on. Can he do it? But he's definitely catching on the German in the lead. That gap is down to 7/10. Could we see a three-way fight for the lead into the final corners? Has the German got enough stashed up his sleeve to keep hold of this race victory in his debut in the championship? Out onto the hanger straight, just Stowe, Vale and Club left to go. There's battles further down the field here. Dunn in a right battle with Fry, the two Hyundai Elantras. Into Maggots and Beckett. Still remaining as they are somehow. And are these two going to remain as they are? Anderson closing right up. It's going to take a big lunge on the brakes. They're coming up to a back marker. That's not going to affect things too much. And it looks like Elliott's going to hold on. But your race winner for the first race of the season is Parashek in the Hyundai Veloster. A debut win for him and a debut win for the car as well. In great style. Commanded this race from start for finish. Elliott's going to keep hold of that second place. Anderson completing the podium overall. As what's happening further down the field, well, somehow they're going to remain pretty much as all as they were. As Fry on the attack with Dunn, can't quite get it done despite the big lunge up the inside. And Fry is going to come across in 19th. Oh, wow. What a race to open the season with Parashek taking your victory, making it 1-2 for not only his team, Mad for Mini, Huskenveld, but also the Hyundai Veloster in their debuts in the championship. Ryan Elliott making up that second place. Max Borg Anderson, Scandinavian driver, rounding out your podium here in race 1. El Neal comes home 4th with Martin Pearson in 5th. Despite that great start, cementing that 5th place with Gibson in 6th. Johns, Van Ols, Bailiff and Dandridge rounding out your top 10. Jacob Money, after that earlier incident, recovered to get the car back up to 11th place with Mark McKay because strong finish from him in 12th. Ryan Smith 13th. South African Murray 14th with Isaac Bartley down to 15th, and then despite that really strong start. Coombe 16th with Mace, Geraghty and Fry and Dunn making you up to 20th place. Of course, Fry just get past Dunn there in those latter stages. Derek Crowther, he is in 21st, and then it is your first 4 within with Steele, Goodacre and Sky making up your podium position within 22nd, 23rd and 24th respectively for those guys. Glist in 25th, the Ram driver with Edwards, Privateer in 26th place. Then it's discuss a love at AM drivers with Kent Martin, Goldies Simons taking to 30th and Morris in 31st with Walker, Thornton and Alfie McGarrity up to 34th place. Oh, wow, as always, you know I like to bring you a bit of history in the slight break between the races. Of course, Silverstone began life in 1943 as RAF Silverstone, home to a unit training Wellington pilots in night bombing techniques. Of course, at the end of World War II, became surplus requirements and lay dormant for several years. Its first brush with motorsport, though, was a strictly unofficial race. A group of local enthusiasts held an impromptu thrash around the abandoned runways in 1947. One of the contingent struck a sheep when it wandered onto the site, and thereafter the day's events were dubbed as the Mutton Grand Prix. And of course, in more recent times, in 2010, say more recent, that's 12 years ago now, we saw the addition of the Wynn Pit and Paddock Complex, which changed, of course, the layout of the circuit. However, the old track from Bridge to Pari still remains, and Circuit Boss is, despite officially decommissioning it, it now forms a picnic area. But let's head across to race 2. Of course, that reverse grid is going to play a part here. Let's find out as let's get ready to go racing from Silverstone once more, and we are away. McGarrity on pole, and oh, there's someone on the out, he's not getting away. There's a big contact and a big incident there in the back of the field, and surely we're going to see the second chance start For the first time this season, a big incident. So many drivers caught up in that one. Steele, Perishek, I think, involved as well. Pearson, Dandridge, Bailiff, Martin as well. You see, he's off the track. Oh, it's all happened. Oh, further contact at the front between Simmons and Edwards. Edwards sent careering off the track, and surely this is going to be the safety car called. Lee Walker from the lead. He's off. I'm not sure what's happened to him. As the racing resumes, Goodacre out in front as he runs wide and Morris on the attack. And there you go. The safety car, well, in this case the safety truck, has been called and the second chance start has come into play. We spoke about it before race 1. And here we are seeing it in action. So Morris is in first place with Simmons, Sky, Goldie's, Goodacre and Kent. 6 drivers making up the top 6. That's right, Barkley, Mace, Walker swiping out in front. The Honda driver now down to 10th place. Let's take a little look back at the start. It was Duncan Steele who didn't get away, and that's what caused the big concertina effect. Oh no! Cars everywhere. 6, 7, maybe 8 involved there. This is a start from Mark McKay's perspective. Oh, McCabe had nowhere to go, completely unsighted. Another angle, this is where you see further back there just how it all unfolded. Of course, everyone coming up then at a much faster pace. The stranded Audi RS3. An unsighted chicane for so many. So what happened to Alfie McGarrity? Oh, he's had a nudge from one of the Hondas, and that's what's caused a big smash up into turn 1. That's why we saw so many cars scattered across the track. It's Edwards. So he had a nudge from behind there. One of the Hyundai's giving him a big thump. That's what sent him spinning. Walker, of course, he was leading. Did he just overcook it, maybe? Let's find out. Oh, it's a really tricky corner, the loop. Especially for those drivers on a single monitor. It's almost blindsided, and Team Ord driver being caught out in big style there. Side R. It's a start from Ryan Elliott's perspective. You can see, wow. Wow, Elliott, the perennial hot knife through butter, made his way through there in spectacular fashion. Well, I'm not sure how Elliott made his way through, but he needs to go straight to the shops now and buy himself a lottery ticket with that sort of luck. What a start from Ryan Elliott. It's behind the safety car still. It's going to be in this lap, and we get ready to go racing once more here at Silverstone. Race 2, of course, this rolling start will aid things a little bit here. With Morris, Simmons, Sky, Goldie's, Goodacre and Kent. Lap drivers in the top 6. Are we going to see an AM driver on the podium overall, or even take the victory overall here from Silverstone? Well, what a story that would be to tell. Your race winner, Perishek, he's still all the way down in 20th. Van Ol's falling through the order a little bit there. Not sure what's happened to him. Someone lining up and getting ready side by side to go racing once more. Pack really shuffled up. Anderson, he is in 17th. Keep an eye on the Honda driver. Of course, third. Elliott, after that brilliant start, he is in 19th. So himself and Anderson really getting through all that carnage there on the opening lap. It's going down the back straight now. The original hanger straight. To the field, fanned up. Everyone, I think, is caught pretty much back up again once more. We get ready for what's going to be, I'm sure, another blistering start. What's Simmons and Morris going to do? How are they going to control this pace? We're going to see them go late or go early. Long to find out. There's arguments for both, but it's all about a game of poker and catching your opponent unaware. Simmons in the Elantra. Sorry, in the Veloster. Morris in the Elantra. And here we go. And we are racing once more. Morris has gone early. And we are away. It's the green flag flies once more. We are racing in race 2. We're going to see many more people making up massive places on this opening start. Goldies trying to head up the inside there. Oh, is this contact in the background? We've had a big shunt on the perennial cautions, breed cautions. As I think we've only had one car actually majorly involved. Thornton falling through the order. Oh, Walker, after starting on pole and having a great start, he's lost the rear end by himself and sent spinning. You've got to feel for him. He's on for a great result in race 2. He's fallen down through the order. Sky is clear out in front with Simmons. Goodacre battling out for second place. Goodacre slices it up the inside. That's a move done for him. Simmons almost in a bit reverse here. It's Fry trying to make up places. The pro driver. He's got Mace just behind him. I say just behind him. Goldies just getting past once more. As we look back from Scott Morris. TR powered by Geeks Energy. Hyundai. Right on to the back of Morris. And is this going to be a move into Maggots and Beckett? They're almost coming side by side here. As Fry trying to sneak away through. Thinks about it twice. Backs out of it once more. And it's all happening behind him. Goldie's Mace and Kent having a right squabble. As Money trying to make progress there. Round the outside. And that's going to be the move done there on the exit of Chapel. But look at the pace Van Ulster's got. Like a rocket ship was the exit he got off the corner. Keeping just coming completely unaware to everyone else. It's all just running it a bit wide there. I think that was Goldie's. So he head round Stowe. And down through Vale and towards Club. The big braking area. Who's going to be last of the late breakers? There's all Murray just about holding on to it there. We're going to have a free wide on the exit of Club. Here we go. Hold tight, everyone. Can everyone make it through? They bang doors, and somehow they do. Rowan Perishek on the outside there. Oh, there's a stranded Honda. I think that might have been Mace. Caught up. Oh, no. As Goldie's caught up in that. Well, we knew it was dangerous going 3 wide on the exit of Club. Everyone making through cars all across the track. We even had a 4 wide, and that's what caused it. And Goldie's completely on the outside there, caught unawares as Fry. Oh, he's losing places. Something's happened to him, and something's happened to... No, Money's back in. I thought he was out for a second there. Money now up into the podium places overall. We still have a leader in AMP. 2 laps to go. 2 laps on the podium. Sky and Goodrich. We have a Honda lockout at the podiums right now. Can Morris break up that Honda podium lockout and that Hyundai in 4th place? He's going to have his work cut out as Goodacre has made it past Sky for the lead. But we just look at this background, the battle in the background here. Dunn and Barkley trading places as Barkley round the outside through Cops, and we're going to have a free wide. No, we're not. We're going to have a free wide once more, aren't we? The inside there, Anderson trying to find a way through. So many drivers with different momentums as they're giving this massive slingshot through certain parts of the circuit. And as much as you want to go on the attack, if you get it wrong, just slightly, marginally, just lose a bit of momentum, you have a swarm of... Oh no, as Goodacre, a little bit of a push to pass there on Sky. He's been left stranded at Stowe. He's got the car up and running again. He's into third. There's Murray trying to find a way past Morris, and that is going to be done. He's up onto the podium overall as Dandridge just knocked sideways there, kept control of the car. But he's got a big queue behind him. Goodacre setting the fastest lap of the race there, instantly displaced by Money. It's like it's history repeating itself once more as they came out through Club onto the Hamilton straight. Two wides and almost three wides everywhere within that pack of cars. Clearly, they've not learned from watching the incidents unfold around them. Previous attempts. See Smith there just getting a little bit of a nudge from Barkley, but that hasn't affected him too much. Steele just blinking out for worry to Smith. Ooh, Steele just backing it out, and surely this is going to be Smith's place in the Audi. I tell you what, Steele is definitely not letting him having easy. Smith having to work overtime. As oh no, Steele just loses the rear end. Has spun the car into Vale and Club. So unlucky from him. We still have on lap 7, 2 laps to go, an AM leading overall here in Silverstone at race 2. What a story we are potentially on for. Dandridge 4th place, Morris one of the AM drivers right behind him. Two different Hyundais. Needs to be careful because Murray will just move away from them if they start to battle. And that is the last place on the podium that the South African currently has. Goldwing Motorsport. As we head down the hangar straight to Stowe once more. Fry, he is on the attack there with Pearson. Sorry, with Sky, sorry. Honda on the inside, and Fry needs to shut the door because he has to be careful because Pearson, if he sniffs half the door open, he will put his car straight inside it. But look in here, it's Jack Johns on the brakes, round the outside, into Club. Well, I was going to say, he's going to get the move done, but Pearson finding some grip on the outside line as these two constantly swapping places. They bang doors on the exit of Club, but this is the fight here for the lead. Goodacre just has one lap to hold on to what will be an amazing story of an AM victory here at Silverstone. What can the Honda of Money do? Can he find a way past as they come through the loop? And surely this is going to be it. Money just gives him a bit of an elbow on the exit, and Goodacre down to second. But even so, that'll be an amazing story. He's got 2/3 of a lap and a big gap to Dandridge, who's now into third place, about 1.6 seconds behind the AM Honda Civic Type R driver. The gap is closing. Dandridge has taken 3 attempts. He can sniff a second place. He can see it. He can almost touch it. Can he close up in these closing stages on the final lap here? Not only this race, but this round. Still so many places up for grab. Fry. He's behind the two AM drivers of Morris and Sky. Both on the podium, let's not forget it. Both in for a big points haul. He's 5th and 6th places overall here. See battles all the way down the field in the background as well. Morris just holding on, but I tell you what, he's catching up to Murray. Murray needs to be a little bit careful here. He lost a place on the podium. He could even potentially fall further down the field as Goodacre versus Dandridge. The run down the hangar straight. The Hyundai of Dandridge on the inside, and surely that's going to be Dandridge up to second place. What a great move from him. Literally 2 corners is all that is left. Can Goodacre find a way past? I don't think he's going to money. Looks like he's going to be taking our victory here. Just literally just needs to coax the car home. 1.8 seconds clear. And with a weave across the line and a flash of the lights, Money comes home with the victory. Dandridge, fastest lap of the race there on the final lap. Goodacre and Am overall on the podium. But look at what's happening here too. It's like the animals coming onto Noah's Ark side by side across the finish line. I'm not even sure how that finished. I mean, look. Less than 2 tenths separate the biggest gap between our two drivers there. But what a finish here from the championship. Money taking your victory with Dandridge. A great drive to get the car home in second place. Goodacre and Am overall on the podium for Spotless Motorsport. What a drive from Neil Goodacre. Duncan Murray comes home in 4th. South African Honda Civic Type R. Scott Morris and Miko Syke, 2 Am drivers holding on to 5th and 6th overall, completing the podium within Am. Stephen Bright 7th with Pearson, Johns and Smith rounding out your top 10. The Am driver Nick Kent, he was 11th for TR, powered by Geek Energy. And wow, just look at how close that was. Max Borganson 12th, Barkley under a 10th behind him in 13th, El Neal 14th. Pretty good things from El. A little bit disappointed. I think he will be as well. Just narrowly missing out on that place there. Gibson 17th, Bailiff 18th with Coombe, Crowther taking him to 20th. Clist, the driver in 21st with Edwards. Well, he'll feel the grief for that nudge that caught him spin. 22nd in the end for him with Dunn. 23rd. Van Olst will be disappointed by race 2 in 24th place. Duncan Steele 25th with Mace, Simmons, Thornton, Elliott and Galidas. This is a 30th. Wow. What a race. What a race. And let's take a look what that's done to the championship. Your championship leader is Dandridge with Perishek. Actually, not able to have a good race 2. He slips to 2nd in the championship. Tied on points with Martin Pearson of Sapphire Simsport. Money, he's only 5 points behind with Anderson, Johns, Neil. Consistency getting him higher up the field. Tied on points with Murray and for 7th with Gibson and Neil Goodacre, the Am driver, 10th overall. A great result for him. Helped by that podium in race 2. Ryan Elliott is 11th with Bailiff. Smith, Sky, and our Am drivers, 14th overall. Great from him. Fry in 15th. Isaac Barkley in 16th. Van Olst, that's race 2 really costing him dearly. Still so much of the season to play for. Expect to see him recover in the Goldwing Motorsport car. With Scott Morris running out his top 18 for TR, powered by Geek Energy. You see just how closely the points are at this early stage of the championship. We've got Coombe in 20th, Kent, McCabe, Mace, Clist, Dunn in 25th. Disappointed by that one. Ricky Edwards, the driver in 26th place. Tying on points, we're done. Then into the single-digit point scorers: Crowther, Simmons, Thornton, William Martin, and Peter Goldie, in 31st. And then 9 point scorers is Walker, Garrity. Walker, feel aggrieved by that one. As for the the rookie championship, Goodacre out in front with Sky not too far behind him. Only 5 points separating our top 2 at this early stage, as it's the 2 TR powered by Geeks Energy drivers of Morris and Kent on 33 and 24 points respectively. Cliss of Apex Racing Academy in 5th with Simmons on 5 points in 6th place with Martin and Goldies 7th and 8th tied on points, 3 points. Non-point scorers from this round were Alfie McGarrity and Duncan Steele, but as mentioned, still so much to play for in the championship. We've got 4 more rounds to come. Still plenty of time. There's plenty of action to make that up. As for the team championship, well, Pulse Esports, they lead the way, only 3 points over Madford Mini Huskin Valve. 20 Sapphire Spin Sports, consistency from them bringing them up to 3rd place between Pearson and Barkley. UK Sim Racing in 4th on 98 points with Goldwing Motorsport in 5th. Racing Team 6th. Positively Racing TR powered by Geeks Energy there in 8th. with Team Ord only 4 points behind them in 9th, and Checkers Racing just inside the top 10 on 49 points. Spotless Motorsport, they are only 1 point behind them in 11th place. And Insignia, they are on 40 points in 12th. V3 Racing in 13th. M1D Racing in 19th. Apex Racing Academy there in 15th with 16 points. Only 2 points in front of Spud Motorsport, who will be hoping for a much better round from the next following rounds. Of course, we saw good end to last season for them with podiums at Brands. Race victory actually in race 2 as well from Brands Hatch. Martin's Discount Stores 17th on 3 points there, running out the team championship. Wow, you can see it there. Of course, the safety car played a lot in the story of race 2. And I'm sure if we have another start like that, we'll be seeing it once again. Really shuffle things up. Some drivers were able to make big gains. Some drivers really caught out by it. Slow starting Audi. It's what caused the carnage to kick off all behind them. However, we'll see what happens for the rest of the season. We've got some big rounds coming up. Of course, the interesting one is going to be the Joker round. What track will we be visiting? Love to know what your thoughts are on that one at home. So, of course, Daytona last time, and that was a really interesting race. It had a great variety of racing, and can we see once more something interesting being thrown up in the championship? It's going to be interesting to see. I cannot wait for the next round. And what a story. And Am on the podium overall as well, of course, from race 2. I've been Tim Cox with Shane Dunn in the broadcast centre. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.